welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, you enjoy my personality, you enjoy my content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you are returning, y'all know I appreciate y'all for always rocking with me, for always sticking with me, supporting me. All right, so let's get into this video. Y'all know I've been saying I wanted to do other things besides like vlogging. Let's talk about thriving in your 30s. Girl, I'm 33 now. So I think, you know, I've been in this thing for 3 years. So I think I can speak on it. So let's go down a list of things that I have accomplished. I purchased my house. I think I was 27-ish, in my late 20s. I purchased my house. After I purchased my house, I paid my car off. And I just wanted to live and just save, you know what I'm saying? So I did just that. For Christmas of this year, I bought myself a brand new car. It wasn't like brand new, but I bought it with 10,000 miles on there, and it was the exact car that I wanted, that I looked at last year. So what I did for those years when I paid my car note off, I paid my car note off in 2020. So since 2020, I have been saving my car note. And then for the past year, I actually started saving like an extra $100. So I got into debt around year before last, maybe. I was like $15,000 in debt. I had like $10,000 on one car, and I had like $5,000 on the other car. One thing that I absolutely hate is being in debt. And I had gotten my savings account down lower than I would have liked it to, because I'm that person, like if I see some debt or if I see something I can pay off, I was always going into my savings account, getting that money and just paying it off. But then my debt had got a little bit higher than I would have liked it to, so I wasn't finna just go and get $1,500 and then $15,000 and then just pay it off. So I was in debt, honey. I paid that debt off, I think, in about a year and a half. If y'all want a video on how I save efficiently and how I paid off my debt, just let me know. I might do one anyway, trying to tell y'all, because yeah, I might do one anyway. But so again, I saved my car note. I've been saving my car note since 2020. My mother was never the one to teach me about credit. My parents divorced when I was in my when I was a teenager, and my dad was around, but not like he should have been. That affected me a lot too. I'm dealing with that a little bit more. I'm trying to deal with that a little bit more now. A little bit better. But my mom, like I told her like last month, I was like, you never taught me about credit. And she was like, I never taught you about credit because I really didn't know about it, you know, enough myself to try to teach you. So I wanted to learn about credit. Like, I always been that person where I wanted more. I remember when my mom helped me get my first car. It was a 2004 Honda Accord Coupe, and my car note was like $209. And of course my mom had to co-sign with me, because I was still in my 20s, even if I was even in my 20s. So she had to co-sign with me. And I remember I had the money, but fooling around, I paid the note late, like a couple of days late. And her response was, while you're playing around, don't mess up my credit. And that had me to that day. Like, I was like, okay, I have to always pay things on time or before time, because I want to have outstanding credit. I've always wanted to have good credit, and that's just her saying that was enough for me. So currently my credit score is an 809. It was an 8. It was like a 815 or 14 or something like that, but it dropped when they pulled my credit for my car. So always wanted a high credit. So thriving in your 30s, I've never been that person that wanted people to think I was something that I'm not. I've never been that person that lived above my means. If I can't afford it, I can't afford it, baby. I ain't finna go charge it. You know, I don't want people to think, you know, a lot of times people don't have it, but they want you to think they do. So they'd rather go in debt by making other people believe that they have it. I'm not that person. I've always been surrounded by people like that, and me always being on the back end, knowing what they really have and seeing how they're really struggling, that made me not want to put myself in that situation. Because baby, I drove my 2014 Honda Accord everywhere. no shame in my game. Now when I started the car up and started making this little noise, it still do it now, but over the years I just grown to accept that, baby. My car paid off, honey. And if I want one, and this was me a couple of years ago, if I want one financially, I can go buy one and be, you know, just as good as I was without one. So, and I think I got to that place. One of the most successful people that I know is my brother. And my brother was a colonel in the Air Force. He just retired in, I think, 2022. And he used to always tell me, he used to pull up to his assigned parking spot on the Air Force base. Where was he? I don't remember which one he was at. His assigned parking spot used to pull up to all the Teslas and all of the Mercedes and all of the BMWs. He used to pull up in his assigned parking spot that are over all these people in their Teslas and their Mercedes and all that, in his 2011 Honda Accord. And with him saying that, like, a lot of people don't know how successful my brother is. Like, they just know he's successful. And just me knowing 100% how successful this man is, and to hear him say that, you know, I'm surrounded by all these people with all this fancy stuff, and I'm pulling up in my 2011 Honda Accord. That's all I need. Like, that always made me feel like I can actually have it, but not have to prove to people that I have it. Just, you know, being surrounded by so many people that are fake and phony, just like, yeah, I'm just gonna be over here and be humble and just enjoy what I can afford. You know what I'm saying? So I don't live above my means. If I can't afford it, I'll save up for it. Like, I'm not that type person that will get it and then pay it off. Say for instance, if it's a purse or something that I want, I'm gonna save up for that purse. Me and Tiffany, we bought like this savings challenge book, and we said that we're gonna fill it up twice and we're gonna buy these purses that we want. I think the purse that I want is like $2,000, hers is $2,002. So we're supposed to be saving, you know, saving so we can buy these purses that we want. So just, you know, I'm always saving for what I want. I have friends, but I know each person that I call my friends. Like, I know how far I can go with these people. I know how much to expect from these people, and I know these people, and every day I'm learning more about these people and their personalities. So when they do certain things, I don't get upset. I don't get upset. I've worked so much on myself, like, to not let certain things upset me or not let certain things get to me. Like, you can, I would think about it, I'd be like, but no, that's just who you are, and it's okay. Like, I don't care about that. Life is too short. Learning to not be upset with simple things, and learning the people in your circle, learning, you know, a lot of people you can't count on for certain things, and that's not to necessarily say they're not your friend, right? Like, I know that if I call this person, that she'll be able to do this, but this person got kids, so I can't expect her to do that. But that's not to say that she's not my friend because she can't do certain things with me because her kids come first. If she could, I know that she would, but I know there are certain things that she just can't do. So just learning the people in your circle and just being okay with certain things. Like, a lot of times, like, when I get flustered or when I get frustrated, I just have to step back and just think about, I take the whole situation apart and I think about it. And just because I wouldn't do it, or, you know, my mom had raised me like that, but everybody's parents didn't raise them like that. And is that an excuse? It can be. It can be. So let's talk about my career. I know one of my friends, I told one of my friends, I was like, oh, I kind of feel like I want another job. And she was like, why? I was like, because I don't feel like I'm going anywhere. And she was like, you said that about your last job. I'm gonna keep trying and trying until I feel like where I am where I want to be mentally with my job and financially with my job. So if I keep feeling the same way, it's time for me to upgrade, or time for me to try to do more. I upgraded and I, you know, brought on more money with this job. Now it's time for me to upgrade and bring on more money with another job, if that's what God has in store for me. Like, right now I'm trying to be still and just, like, especially with all the things coming in from with this economy nowadays, baby, I ain't trying to go nowhere. But I do kind of feel like maybe in the next year or two I want to be somewhere else financially, because this job isn't as fulfilling as it once was. So I want to try to find something else. So yes, I am in a better position with work. in my career than I was 4 or 5 years ago. So I've leveled up financially. And again, I save an extensive amount of money. If y'all want me to break down my finances and everything, let me know. So I do save a lot. I save as much as I can. Even when I was in the position, like when I first moved up here and I ain't had no money, I was making $13 an hour. I was driving back and forth from Tuscaloosa at first, but then when I got my apartment, I think I got my apartment in 2016, and I wasn't even making $20 an hour, but I was still able to, okay, well, how much can I save from this? And I had a car note. I was like, how much can I save? So even if I could only save $50, I was saving that. But I think I was saving, at first I was saving 50, and then I started saving 100. So that was going to my savings account. I couldn't tell, it was directly going to my savings account before I saw it or anything. So nowadays, thank God, I'm able to save a lot more. So in my career, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm doing better than I was, and that's all that I can ask for. And you know, if God allows me to see another 2, 3, 4, 5 years, I'm going to be doing even better, because it just doesn't stop here. I want to continue to progress and continue to grow. Even if I am at this job, if I'm not at this job, I'm always gonna want more for myself and me and my little dog. I don't let people in my space easily anymore. Like, I'm that type person, like, if you're messing with my peace, I will cut you off. I will literally get the scissors, and you can ask anybody. Like, if you say something that's a little disrespectful to me, and I've learned to, like, if you're my friend, I think me and my friend just went a while without talking, and me and her talked about it. So I think we're now in a space where I won't do anything without talking about it, because, you know, I miss her, and, you know, that could have been something that could have easily been resolved if we had just talked about it. But, like, other people, like family members, you know, sometimes we have family members that'll do things to, like, really hurt you because they're envious of you, because just a whole bunch of reasons. I don't care. Like, my auntie, me and her argue all the time, but nothing petty or catty like that. Like, me and her fuss, but we back, you know, she'll call me, hey, and I'd be like, auntie, man, you just got the fuss, and, like, don't call me, give me a couple more days, bye. You know what I'm saying? Just little petty stuff like that. That's not what I'm talking about. But you have some family members that will try to hurt you, and I stay away from those people, because y'all just unhappy. Y'all need to get y'all life together, and they'll be the main people that be in the church. You know what I mean? But other than that, like, I keep people, like, out of my space that I don't want in my space. Like, I'm always at home. I have created a safe space, and that's another thing, creating a safe space. My home is my safe space. I come here, I lay on my couch, I watch TV, I stroll social media, I write in my books, I do whatever I need to do in my home. Like, I ain't out here looking for comfort in the streets, looking for comfort in other people. I've built the comfort in the comfort of my own home. So that's another thing. Make your safe space. Anybody that should not be, kick them out. If your intuition tells you something, listen to your intuition. It will not lie to you. If your intuition is telling you something about a person, like, I tell people all the time, like, I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but if someone shows you who they are, that means you just know how to deal with them now. I ain't telling you to cut them off. I ain't telling you, you know, not to talk to them anymore, but you just know how to deal with them on certain levels, like certain things that you can't do with them, or certain things that you can't tell them anymore. Just know how you can deal with that person. So create your own little safe space. I don't know if a lot of you guys know or not, but I've been really successful in my life without a college degree. School was never my thing, and I think I want to elaborate on that a little bit more. So I started off working in a doctor's office. Well, really, while I was in school, I started off working at a doctor's office, went there from the law firm, was an actual manager over, well, not necessarily I guess you can say it was a manager. We were doing this case called 3M earplugs, and I managed a team of like 5 individuals. Knocked the shit out. And then I decided to go, because they went up. I need to do a whole story time. I left that job. If y'all want to, I need to do a whole, like, I tell my Snapchat a lot of times that I don't really like my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law has always been that person that has been negative. She's a negative person, and she's always been negative towards me. And I've never told anybody this outside of, like, my friends and my family. They know. when I got the job that I got now, my sister-in-law, I was on the phone with my brother. I stopped talking to my brother around. Like when he's at home, my brother travels a lot. But when he's at home, like I don't really talk to him that much because she be in my business. And so he was around her, and when he told her, you know, she was getting his job, she was like, my brother was like, it's gonna be hard for someone to want to pay you that amount of money without a college degree. And my sister-in-law, ain't nobody gonna pay me that money without a college degree. Got the job. So school has never been my thing, but I've never let that be my hindrance. Like that has never hindered me from anything. My homegirl, me and her were talking, she was like, you was making more money than me, and I got my PhD, baby. Because I mean, and that's not including DSW for the job that I just got fired from. Y'all watch the other video. But I've never let anything hold me back. Never let anything hold me back. And although my brother or my sister-in-law didn't believe that I could do it, I did the shit, and I did it well. So how did I get there? Oh my gosh. I was not trying to go that far. But always believing that I could. Always believing in myself. And my mom being in my corner saying, yes, the fuck you can. Yes, you freaking can. That's why a lot of times I don't feel bad for people when they use all this stuff as an excuse. Baby, I got some too, but I don't use them because I've gone pack them up. But come on, we finna do it even though we don't have. Come on, let's do it even though we don't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just always believing in you. Always believe in yourself. Always believe because you can. You can. Yes, you can. Why you can't? Because if somebody be like, I can't do this, why you can't? Why? You said why? And my story has always been my story. My story never changed for anyone. So you can go all the way down my timeline and ask, did Bella, not one person is going to tell you one thing and the other person is going to go. And that's something that I really much so admire about myself. It's always the same thing. Everybody gonna tell you the same thing. I ain't never lied to nobody and told them this. Now, but I got so much stuff to tell. But not in this video. I'm telling y'all how I'm thriving in my 30s. Live within my means. I believe in myself. I don't try to fit in. I don't let people in my safe space. I don't people that ain't supposed to be there. If you do some messed up stuff, babe. Oh, I know why I told y'all about my degree. Not having a college degree. So I had met this girl on Bumble BFF, and I don't know if she knew that I didn't have my college degree or not. I went to Shelton for like 2 years, but I never finished. So met this girl on Bumble BFF. She was cool, and we were talking one time, and she made the comment. She was like, it's this girl, she don't even have an associate's degree, and she buys Louis Vuitton all the time. Like every week she buys Louis Vuitton. I'm like, what kind of ignorant shit is that to say? What the fuck? So needless to say, we're not friends anymore because I don't need nobody around me with that mindset. Like, I don't like people that feel like if you don't have certain things that you're not gonna succeed. If you don't have degrees, you can't succeed in life. Like, I know so many people that have degrees and I'm doing better than them. But anyway, so just I don't talk to that girl anymore like that because that was a little ignorant for her to say to me. I've never liked being around people who feel like, you know, they only like to be around certain people that can, you know, have degrees and all that kind of stuff. Baby, we all going down one day and we gonna be buried. If you want to be cremated, I want to be cremated. If you want to be cremated, you're gonna be cremated. You want to be buried, you gonna, is it 6 feet under? We're gonna be, same thing gonna happen one day. So whether you got it or you don't, baby, whatever you got, live your life. Don't be worried about these folks. So I don't deal with certain people. I like people who are just genuine, people who like to have fun, people who like to laugh, people who like to live, people who don't, you know, gotta flaunt out, throw out certain things, you know what I'm saying? How did I get into that? Yeah, so yeah, y'all, relationship, let's get into relationship part. So I told y'all, if y'all watched my other video, I was telling y'all, you know, like where I've been and what happened to that relationship. But somebody asked me, I was like, you need to find you a man. No, a man need to find me. When, you know, that happens, like, I'm not letting people in anymore. Like, I just spent a few months of my life with this guy, and I realized kind of early on, maybe like into it, maybe like 2 months into it, I think I started to realize that he not the one for me. And I'm single because I wasted a lot of my time on people who weren't for me. And instead of me accepting that they weren't for me, I was just spending time like, oh, I don't want to be lonely, or I don't want this. I wasted my time, so I'm not doing that anymore. So relationship, I'm still thriving because I'm still happy. Ain't nobody man cheating on me. I ain't cheating on nobody. I ain't, you know, it's just whenever it comes and whatever happens, it's gonna happen for me. So within my means, I ain't chasing behind no man. Ain't no man chasing behind me, y'all. I'm just authentically myself. I'm just, hold up, my battery died, y'all. So I'm just authentically myself. I'm not trying to be someone else that I'm not. I'm not trying to paint a picture for people to think that I'm something that I'm not. What you see and which is what you get. I tell people all the time, I've had millionaires, my boss that I used to work for, he always be like, you know what, I respect you. I'm like, what you talking about? Because like, I used to see him walk down the hall, I'd be like, what up? He'll look at me like stunned that I said that, but you gonna always get me. And he was like, he respects me because I'm not the person that, you know, hey, or is like, you know, just act weird around him. I'm just myself. But when it's time to be professional, I got that too. So I'm enjoying the moment, or what I have now. These last couple of months have proven to me that life can be taken away in the blink of an eye. I remember when my grandma used to say, you be here today, gone tomorrow. You're not here today, gone tomorrow, baby. You here today, gone in 2 seconds. Life is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. The next, I can get in my car and not know if I'm coming back or not. And I wholeheartedly cherish these moments. And I think once you're grateful for the small things, I'm grateful that I got out of my bed this morning. I'm getting emotional. I'm grateful that I was able to get out of my bed this morning and go to my refrigerator and get something to drink because I had cotton mouth. I think I slept with my mouth open. Like, these little things, I'm grateful for. The small things, I'm grateful for. I think once you reach those things, life becomes a lot easier. Like, I don't take anything for granted. I don't take nothing for granted. Nothing. So I think once I got there, I reached a milestone. So I have everything, and not even the material things. I have everything that I could have ever wanted. Or, you know, I want to be married and I want a child, but that ain't my time right now. And who's to say it will ever be my time? Maybe that's not what God has for me. And if it's not, it's just not. I ain't, you know, it is what it is. Like, I take things for what they are. It is what it is, honey. So that's me. So that's how I have learned to thrive in my 30s. Again, if y'all want to know more of, you know, how I save extensively and how I pay all my credit card debt off, if y'all want to know more about that, let me know. But again, if y'all enjoy me, y'all enjoy my content, y'all, this is Gigi. She's always, don't be looking at me like that. I'm trying to show you folks. That's Gigi, y'all. But yeah, if y'all enjoyed me, y'all enjoy my content, I'm a little random. Like, I don't just stick to like here. I need to start probably making like bullet tips. But y'all get what I'm saying though, don't? All right, y'all, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. If y'all enjoyed me, y'all enjoyed my content, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to y'all in the next video. Bye.